Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing this March the 7th, 2025 daily cryptocurrency and altcoin video that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve. And just as the price of 63 cents topped out back in early December, old Vincenzo gave you the first mover advantage where we told you that the price was topping out here and we got short to medium term bearish when we only had, get rid of that. Oops. Bring that back, bring that back. Then we can get rid of that. When we were only had this much price data just coming off that 63 cent top, just coming off that 7x return that we were getting short to medium term bearish. And then the rest of the influencers and insiders on mainstream and social media got on board as it became apparent. Just as we gave you the first mover advantage, just as we gave you the inside information in the tea leaves on a price that has went down greater than 60.69% from the 63 cent top, and it's sitting at 58% down. You need to become members of Jabroni Killers for $3.99 a month. It's an industry best value for the first mover advantage. When all the hype train, social media, and mainstream influencers are playing with your emotions, making you feel like you're gonna miss out, and forcing your hand to make an emotional, irrational decision to buy a top and to not see what's actually going on. uh, you need to get involved with that to stay out ahead of it. And that's the power of Vincenzo's Jabroni Killer becoming a member of this channel. You would have known about a bearish cross that was forming in the daily, where the 50 now in the next 2 days is going to cross because it's sitting at 0.3381. The 50 sitting at 0.3356. You would have known that bearish cross was happening as we've been forecasting that ever since we were back here, and that inside information and knowledge would have let you know the bearish action that old Vincenzo identified first back here, then identified the 43 cents, still don't want to buy you, as the major short to medium term bullish or bearish area. If you confirmed above or below it, you would have understood that was a local top first. You would have understood 43 cents was the major bullish or bearish signal that you needed to follow, which we haven't been able to maintain above it since we first broke down it right here back in mid to late December when we diagnosed that level. And you would have known and understood out ahead of all these heisters and shysters and fleecers that the price was going to come down in a consolidation. And on the Sunday pump with the manipulated data dump, uh, you would have known that this was just a brief fake out, which I got on here immediately and identified that volume was only a 1 day, 4 hour candle spike, which almost looks like it's flicking you off there in the middle, because they were flicking you off in the emotional sense on orchestrating and facilitating a manipulated hyper pump in a 2 hour time frame to get you to buy in, to think the bear market consolidation was over when it wasn't. We told you it was going to trade back down to the 200. The next time it goes to the 200, you're going to break down past this 25 cents, and you're coming all the way down here to the 18 cents. And that's why you need to subscribe to the channel. That's why you need to listen and follow and share and like it. Get people involved to stay in the first mover advantage and make our road to 10,000 followers, to increase the education and information JE in a super simple and easy way to trade this market. And that's the power of this station, to keep you out ahead of what's going on. Just like HBAR, we let you know that we have this mountain double top back here, where you have this head left ahead, which forms a mountain double top or an M topping reversal pattern. What it looks like that we were going down to this 15 cents, and we almost got there before that manipulated pump, but we let you know that you were the highest, and when you got rejected here, just like the other coins, that this was the manipulated pump, this would trade out and you would end up back here at the 15 cents, and you wouldn't have been fleece heisted and shysted by an insider and an influencer on social media trying to play with your emotions, trying to get you to click their trading sites, trying to get you to buy into a hype train just to try to make you do irrational things. We kept you stable, level-headed because you have the knowledge and information, and that's the most important thing is the information to know what this was. It was an orchestrated, manipulated pump. Uh, and that bearish prices could still come down. And I think eventually you're going to trade in a jagged, volatile up and down fashion to 0.092. If we go to XDC, you know you're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. We drew this pattern out right here along with that rising channel. Now everybody can see what that is in the mainstream and in the social media influencers. And I think we're going to break down and I think we're going to hit our technical target at the top part of this orange trading zone at 0.042 cents. ZIL, I was the one that way back in the day, Jay, we were way up here and we wrote 99.1 to 100% flush. And everyone thought we were crazy. It was at the detriment of my own channel because the hype train and the ultra bullish, 100% bullish channels never downside, get all the hype and get all the momentum on YouTube and get fast subscribers. And look at that. We were down at peak 95.54%. At current price, we're down 94.69%. And we were forecasting an all-time low back then of 0.00229 or tying the all-time low. And we just want to give you the straight truth. We've been proven right in ZIL, even after ZIL had a massive mid-ground, almost a 6x pump from its after it came off its all-time high at 26 cents when it went down to 3.5 cents. But within a matter of March 14th to June 13th, so about a month's time frame, you pumped 6x and then gave 100% of that gain back. And all this hype train and influencers were telling you this was going straight to the moon, just like the Elon Musk and the Jeff Bezos with the Saturday Night Live train, hype train that got you all thinking XRP would have been at $10 by now. We let you know there was going to be, don't want to buy you still, a multi-year bear market, which there was a 2.5 year bear market, and the price went down greater than 75%. They thought they were telling you this was going up there. Old Vincenzo told you it was going down there. Algo is the same thing. When we got back and started covering this for a beautiful follower, and we got rejected up in here, we told you that this top part of the red trading resistance and support box was a critical box. And if you broke down past there, 23 cents was your first target and then you were dropping the 17, getting a nice hook nose buyback, full action from the 17 cents potentially up back to the 23 cents for the classic rejection, and we're likely to come down to that 10 cents. DGB, another one. We were the first in the field to tell you that we were in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern, that this was your targeted move, that because you had top of the head to a horizontal or slanted neckline to the point of a breakout, got you down there to that 0.00599. On the wick down of the February 3rd, we got close, but we told you after that textbook pullback buyback, and even after the manipulated wick, we told you that we were still going to eventually come down to that technical target, and that's what we're watching out for here, and we believe we're still headed that way. Quant, we're still headed to $68, and we told you that back at $1.23. IOTA, we believe you're still coming down to the 16-cent level after you got massively rejected by the top part of this red trading zone at 37 cents. We still feel that's well intact. Low. We took a lot of slack when people thought we were breaking up in the next leg of this bull run when we were attempting to break out back here when I first looked at this out of this rising wedge, which we'll take a look at what a rising wedge is. And we told you if you failed to hold this 0.03 upper resistance area that you hit the last time in May of 24, oops, you were going to come all the way down to lower support, which was a 57% move because this is a bullish continuation pattern, but bearish reversal pattern after the pattern fulfills itself. And it's a rising wedge by a wide base, uptrending support forms a duck's beak and squeeze you up, trending upper resistance. That is a rising wedge, and those have technical targets of the bottom of the wedge where the wedge formed down there, and that gives you on a breakout of 0.002. And nobody, as the one commenter that was on there that hasn't responded since, but I wish he would be back here to let me know if this helped him, said I was the only guy on YouTube that was bearish on VELO, the Rex eyebrow, right? Because we read the tea leaves. But if this does break down out of here, it doesn't rebound and try to make a run back at upper resistance, an 82% from current price is the technical target. But we could bounce, and just like we did back here twice, just like we did down here for a long time, and just like we did when we started, we could bounce back up for a first, a second, a third, for a fourth time back up to this 0.03091 upper resistance, right? It doesn't have to break down onto this pattern yet. There's still time. DIA, we let you know we had a head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern way back here. The technical target was right there at 38 cents. We fast forward, we wicked down to it. We told you we would come back down, do it again. We did. And now we believe we're coming down to the 25-cent level as your next major move. And the price action, LCX, we told you we broke down out of here. We were coming back to this 24, what is that? 14 cents. Then we could have a hook nose bearish reaction back up to the bottom part of this orange yellow trading area at about 20 cents. And then I believe all roads lead down here to the 0.0926. Like, subscribe, and share it to you, my beautiful audience. You're going to help me achieve a goal and be on the ride and be part of the best insider channel on YouTube to 10,000 subscribers. Peace and love. The Rex eyebrow. J.